Tantu, teaching you the language of beats. Let's go. Let's go.
What is good, guys? I am the Guru, and welcome to a little scenario video that I'm going to be doing. As a lot of you know, Steph Curry has won the MVP award unanimously, and a lot of people, I am a Cavs fan, LeBron fan. I am from Akron, Ohio. I've seen LeBron play before he was even in the NBA, met him a couple times, so I'm a big LeBron fan, but I'm going to leave all bias out of this. A lot of people on my Twitter has been blowing up the past couple of days. A lot of people that are Cavs fans that I know and other people who are just basketball fans have been saying Steph Curry doesn't deserve the MVP. Somebody else should get it. Russell Westbrook, LeBron, whoever. So for the sake of seeing who is the most valuable player, we're going to be using 2K. Now I am controlling both the Cavaliers, as you can see right here. Controlling the Cavaliers, and I can also control the Golden State Warriors. And what we're going to do is we are going to hurt both the players for the whole season and see which team would do better without that superstar player on their team. Now, in my opinion, I think that all because Steph Curry scored 31 points or 30 points, however much he averaged, I don't feel like that scoring a lot of points should mean that you are the most valuable player. If you score a lot of points and you score the most points, you should obviously win the scoring title. You should not win the MVP. Someone who is very valuable to their team means that if you take that person away from that team, that they should win, that team should win less games and be far less effective than if they had that player, which is why it's called the most valuable player, not the most scoring player or whatever. But not hating on Steph Curry or anything. He's an amazing player. All because I'm a Cavs fan does not mean that I do not respect talent. I hate Kobe, but he's one of the greatest of all time. Probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but I've just never really liked Kobe too much. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the roster, and I'm going to make sure that Stephen Curry, these rosters are so up to date, I guess, that Steph Curry still has his MCL tear. His strained MCL or whatever. So we're going to go in and we're going to give Steph Curry a torn left ACL or some type of injury and make it for like 400 days or something so that it lasts the entire season. And then we're going to do the same thing to LeBron, and I will get back to you guys when I am done with that. Alright guys, so I am finished giving the injuries to Steph Curry and LeBron James. As you can see, torn right ACL for Stephen Curry. He is out for the season. And then we're going to go to the Cavaliers, and he has a collapsed lung out for the season. God dang, sounds like a very serious injury. But I just picked one that sounded pretty serious, the first one that I could find. And other than that, all the rosters are up to date, as you can see. We have Kyrie Irving, 88 overall. Kevin Love, 83 overall. I feel like Kevin Love should be a little bit higher overall, but it's whatever. And then we're going to go to the Warriors, and as you can see, roster is all up to date. They do have Kevin Looney, who is out with a right ankle sprain for 1 to 2 weeks, but he's not really that much of a factor. So who really cares? But we're going to go ahead and simulate the season. I do have CPU trades off, so no trades are going to happen. The rosters that they have right now are going to be the same rosters throughout the whole season. So for the first half of the season, let's go to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we're going to go up to just after the All-Star break and see what their record is after the All-Star break. So I'll see you guys when we're done. Alright, so we have arrived right after the All-Star break, and as you can see, the Cleveland Cavaliers are at 28-5. Went on a decent winning streak somewhere in here. Well, I guess not a decent, but like, alright, right? This little stretch and this little stretch, they did alright. But let's go to the Warriors and see what they did. They went 40-12 without Stephen Curry. Wow, really big winning streak at the beginning of the season. Oh, that wasn't the beginning of the season. Never mind. In the middle, right here, they went on a pretty good winning streak. But so far the Warriors are doing pretty good without Steph Curry, and the Cavs are struggling just a little bit. So we're going to stay on the Warriors, and we're going to simulate through the second half of the season And I'll be back when the awards get announced and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so Kevin Durant ends up winning MVP with just about 29 points, 9 rebounds, just about 9 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 blocks, shooting 48% from the field, and 90% almost from the free throw line. And then we have Jahlil Okafor winning NBA Rookie of the Year, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and about 1.5 block. And then we have 6 Man of the Year goes to Joakim Noah, 7.5 points, 11 rebounds, 5.5 assists, half a steal, and about 1 block. And then DeAndre Jordan, NBA Defensive Player of the Year with 3 blocks, 9.5 points, 14 rebounds. Didn't even average 1 assist. Wow. But Most Improved Player, CJ McCollum, 14 points, 3 rebounds, about 6 assists, and about 2 steals. And then Coach of the Year goes to Greg Pop, who led the Spurs to a 65-17 season. So that's how the awards went. Let's go and look and see who got all NBA first team. Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond. I honestly don't feel like saying all of these people's names. So if you really care about these, just look at them and pause the video if I'm going a little bit too fast for you.
In the past tense, ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting plenty cake in my straight. I'm a heartbreak.
Alright guys, so the Golden State Warriors ended up going 55-27 in the Western Conference, securing the 2nd seed. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, let's switch to them, went 42-40, getting the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. So obviously LeBron's absence was a little bit more of a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Golden State Warriors are still fine, but they still have the playoffs to see what they can do. So let's simulate the first round of the playoffs and see what happens. Wow. So looks like the Cavaliers get swept by the Chicago Bulls, who have secured a 1 seed, I guess. That's interesting. But I did turn trades off, so I have no idea how that happened. Derrick Rose putting up 20 points, prime Derrick Rose, like, holy crap. But yeah, in the first round of the playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers get swept. The Golden State Warriors are going to end up winning 4-1 against the Portland Trail Blazers. And let's go ahead and simulate this round, and the Golden State Warriors end up getting eliminated by the Dallas Mavericks. So the Golden State Warriors still weren't able to make it to the Western Conference Finals, somehow losing to the Dallas Mavericks. Dirk doing good. I don't see that ever happening though. That's crazy. But yeah, without Steph Curry, Klay Thompson dropped 33. But without Steph Curry, the Golden State Warriors make it to the 2nd round of the Western playoffs, and they end up losing in 7 games to the Dallas Mavericks. But they do have a decent regular season, and the Cleveland Cavaliers end up going 42-40 and getting swept by the Chicago Bulls in the first round of the playoffs. This is all what 2K is saying, you know, like, this doesn't mean don't get like your panties in a bunch if you think this is not how it would go. It's just 2K. But yeah, let's simulate the rest of the playoffs just for fun, see who would win. And the Chicago Bulls, apparently, if Steph Curry and LeBron James are both hurt for the season, the Chicago Bulls are going to go on to win the NBA Finals. Wow. Jimmy Butler going 33-9-7. Holy crap, 2K. This is a far stretch. Not how I would picture it going whatsoever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a little scenario to see what would happen in 2K's eyes if both those players were hurt on their teams. But if you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for some more videos like this, as well as some 2K, UFC, other games like that. And yeah, this has been Guru, and I'm out.